Hey there, Podcast and Chill listeners. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Leo, the guy who can make you laugh while teaching you a thing or two.
And I'm Gwen, your informative host, here to guide you through the ins and outs of today's theme. So Leo, what's our topic today?
I think today's topic will interest you because it is very familiar to each of us.
Today, we're diving into the world of flirting in English.
We're going to help you understand how to flirt politely and respectfully. Sound good, Gwen?
Of course. We'll cover everything from common flirting phrases to body language and even share some cultural differences. So let's get started. First, let's understand what flirting is. Flirting is a way of showing someone that you're interested in them romantically. It can be fun and lighthearted, and it's a way to make a connection. But flirting isn't just about romance. It's also about building relationships and creating fun in your interactions.
Exactly. But remember, flirting should always be polite and respectful.
It's all about making the other person feel good, not uncomfortable.
That's a great point, Gwen. Flirting can happen in many different settings.
You might say something like, "You have a great smile," or give a compliment on their outfit. Your tone of voice and the way you look at the person can show that you want to flirt with them.
Now, let's get into some common flirting phrases in English. These are great ways to show someone you're interested. We will teach each one so you know why they work and how to use them effectively.
Let's take an example. "You look really nice today." A nice compliment can make someone's day better. It shows you noticed and liked how they look.
For example, you could say, "You look nice today." That color looks good on you.
Now we have another one. "Can I buy you a drink?" A great way to connect with someone at a bar or party is to offer to buy them a drink. It shows you're interested and gives you a chance to talk more.
You could say, "Hi, can I get you a drink? I'd like to hear more about what you were saying." This shows you care about their thoughts and want to keep chatting.
How about, "Do you come here often?" This may be an interesting way for a conversation. You can say, "Are you here often?" "It's my first time and I've tried to find the best points." This not only asks about their experience, but also invites them to share more about themselves.
Compliments and humor are great tools in flirting. They can help create a connection and make the interaction more enjoyable. When you use them effectively, you can make the other person feel special.
Let's begin with compliments. It should be real and point out something special about the person you're speaking with.
Here are some examples. You could say, "Wow, you have a great smile. It really makes me happy." This not only praises them, but also expresses how their smile affects you.
"I love your taste in music." This can be a great way to find common ground and start a deeper conversation.
You could say, "I love your taste in music. That band you mentioned is one of my favorites too. What's your favorite song by them?" This opens up the door for a longer conversation about shared interests.
"Do you have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes." It can be fun if you say it with a smile. The important part is how you say it.
If you use a playful tone and wink, it can make the other person laugh. For example, "Do you have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes. Seriously, your eyes are beautiful."
Here are some flirting sentences for you to use. "Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears." "Is your name Google? Because you have everything I've been searching for." "Do you have a license? Because you're driving me crazy."
Using these humor lines helps create a fun and relaxed atmosphere, making the other person more comfortable and open to conversation.
Now that we've talked about compliments and jokes, let's learn about body language and flirting. Ready, Leo?
Ready. But before that, let's learn some new words today. Enjoyable. Definition: making you feel happy. Example: The party was really enjoyable. I had a great time. Compliment. Definition: a compliment is a nice thing you say to someone to make them feel good. Example: you have a beautiful smile is a compliment. Specific. Definition: relating to just one thing and not others. Example: can you be more specific about what you want for dinner? Praise. Definition: to say good things about someone or something. Example: the teacher praised the student for her hard work. Immediate. Definition: happening right away without delay. Example: the doctor gave her immediate care.
What are some common flirting phrases in English?
You have a great smile. Can I buy you a drink? And you look really nice today.
Why is it important to be respectful when flirting?
Being respectful makes the other person feel comfortable and important, leading to a good interaction.
Flirting is different in every culture. Each culture has its own way of showing romantic interest, so understanding them can help you interact better and more respectfully.
For example, in some cultures, making eye contact might seem too bold, while in others, it shows confidence.
Here are a few tips to keep in mind. In some cultures, people need more personal space. Watch how close you stand to someone.
For example, in many Western cultures, standing close shows interest. But in some Asian cultures, keeping a distance is important, and standing too close can seem rude.
How about touching? In some cultures, it's fine to lightly touch someone, but in others, it's not okay.
For example, in many Latin American cultures, touching someone gently on the arm or shoulder can show that you're interested and friendly.
However, in some Middle Eastern cultures, this type of touch might be considered too direct or rude, especially between people of different genders who aren't family.
Exactly. It's important to be careful and watchful. If you're not sure if touching is okay, start with simple things like smiling and talking.
Now let us share some tips to help you flirt more confidently.
You know, one of the most important aspects of flirting is confidence. People like confidence because it shows you are comfortable with yourself.
Here are some tips to help you be confident and authentic.
Firstly, just be yourself. Don't try to be someone else.
For example, if you have a unique hobby or interest, don't hide it. Talk about it with excitement. Being real helps people trust and connect with you.
The next thing you have to remember is staying positive. People like being around those who make them feel good. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but not letting bad things control your conversation.
For example, instead of complaining about a long line, make a funny joke about it.
Exactly. A positive attitude can make you more enjoyable to be around.
Now let's put everything we've learned into practice with some role-playing scenarios. Practicing these situations also helps you handle real-life moments easily and confidently.
Let's get started. First scenario, starting a conversation at a party.
Imagine you're at a party and you see someone you'd like to talk to. The guy named Josh is the host of the party, and I'll be the one who joins it. Then Leo is the person I want to flirt with, all right? Hi, I'm Gwen. I don't think we've met before. How do you know Josh?
Oh, I've been friends with Josh since college. How about you?
That's great. I actually met Josh through a mutual friend a few years ago.
That's it. This helps you move to other topics easily and keep the conversation going naturally.
Now, let's move on to the second scenario, asking for a phone number. If you've been talking to someone and feel a connection, you might say, I've really enjoyed talking to you. Can I get your number so we can hang out sometime?
Sure, I'd like that. Here it is.
Great, I'll text you later. Maybe we can plan something fun for the weekend. Scenario. Definition, a possible situation or event. Example, Let's imagine a scenario where we win the game. Role play. Definition: acting out a situation to practice or learn something. Example, we role-played a job interview to prepare for the real one. Handle. Definition: to manage or deal with a situation. Example, she knows how to handle stressful situations well. Ignore. Definition: to not pay attention to something or someone. Example, he decided to ignore the negative comments. Rude. Definition: not polite. Example, it is rude to interrupt someone while they are speaking.
How can body language make flirting better?
Good body language, like smiling and making eye contact, can show that you are interested and attracted.
What should you do if you accidentally make someone uncomfortable while flirting?
Say you're sorry, recognize that they are uncomfortable, and change your behavior to respect their limits.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you found our tips and scenarios helpful for learning how to flirt in English. Flirting is a fun and natural part of getting to know someone.
Don't forget to practice those role-playing scenarios. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel.
And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to explore, send us a message. We love hearing from our listeners. This is Leo and Gwen from Pod&Chill.